All right, welcome back to the DNVR Rockies podcast. We are just doing a little reset after Yaya screwed. No, he did not.
Come on, Yaya. Where's Kale?
I probably did screw something up,
Where's
and I'm
Kale?
just like pretending I did it the whole time. That's my MO.
That's your MO. No, you crush it every single day. You've been like really good at your job lately, also.
Thank you very much. Except for like right now,
Except
the one
for like
time
right now,
I needed to fix everything.
where the show died in like 8 minutes in. We're going to continue with baseball headlines. We were talking about Carlos Correa. We were talking about newborns. Oh my God, does Yaya hate babies?
That's what it is. He heard newborn and he just pulled the plug.
He heard me talking about my nephew and was like, now we're ending the show.
My wife wants to have a kid, so it might have
There
been
it
that.
is.
Subconsciously, I'm
That's
just
what
like,
Consciously.
no, not today.
Oh, you're too young to have a kid.
Yeah, don't do that.
You're not mature enough.
Next year, we're actually having a kid, just so you guys know.
Wow, breaking news on the DNVR Rockies podcast.
Breaking news.
All right, well, that's concerning, but we'll get to that later. World Baseball Classic.
Thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
let's stay in our lane. So Carlos Correa sitting out the World Baseball Classic. Part of it, well, I guess like the main reason he said was because his wife is expecting a child. So the World Baseball Classic starts March 8th.
I think he's lying. I think it's the ankle. I want that take on record. I think he's lying. That's a separate take from hers,
That
the
is
credentialed baseball. She has no thoughts. I think he's lying. So
I don't think he's lying, but I think it definitely has something to do with the decision.
Yeah.
Because when you... So just dealing with spring training and having a newborn on the way in the middle of it, that's enough.
It
That's
is.
a lot of traveling. That's a lot of juggling.
new team, too. Like, there's a lot going on.
Same team.
Oh, right. Okay. You're
Yeah,
right.
no.
Sorry.
I know it's really hard to keep track.
I was thinking that he actually signed with the Mets for a second, but I know
No,
that he didn't.
he almost signed with so many other
He
people.
still has a lot going on.
He does. So he and the Twins thought it was best, and especially because, I mean, I'm assuming that maybe his injury history went into play.
I would think so.
You
but
don't want to push it too far.
I guess it's the baby. Good excuse. Adam always uses his kids as an excuse. So.
Always blame the baby. I'm gonna start like blaming my kids that I don't have for things like I gotta leave work early. My kid's got something.
You should actually. I don't think anyone would call you on that.
They'd be like, "Wait, you've had a child this whole time?"
Is it inappropriate to claim that a mother's lying about her status as a mother? Like in modern society, am I allowed to go bullshit?
I don't think you can.
All right. Well, then you should use that excuse.
I don't think you can. So I think I'm gonna do this.
Why? And then now you guys are questioning why I want to have a kid. You just gave me the perfect reason why.
Now we just helped you work through your fears of having a child. Am I a therapist? Let the people decide. I think I am.
Susie finding her calling. You're a sign-based therapist. What do I say? Is it astral sign? What's it? Birth sign?
A zodiac? Astrology?
Astrology?
Is that what you're talking about?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
Scorpio. Is that it? Is that one of them?
that is one of them.
All right. Well, that's
That-
how you do your therapy.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, actually, my therapist says that I'm ready to graduate from therapy,
Oh, I'm excited
which is like
for you.
actually kind of huge. If anyone's ever
Wait,
been in therapy,
Can you graduate
I
from
didn't know that
therapy?
was a thing.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're going in for a certain goal and like you've accomplished that goal, then you don't need to go to therapy anymore.
This sounds like your therapist just like, Susie, you can't keep coming here
Yeah.
anymore.
She's like, I'm so sick of
Therapist
you.
has had enough.
No, she hasn't. I keep her in stitches. My therapist thinks I'm hilarious, which is probably not a good sign, but
She might have to think that. That's all right. We move on. We digress.
we're going to move on. We're going to continue moving on with the WBC talk. We haven't talked about Team Japan yet. We mentioned that Mike Trout would love to face his Angels teammate, Shohei Ohtani. Mike Trout said, quote, okay, oh, also, this is the other thing. Let me backtrack a little bit.
Go for it.
Mike Trout said that he would love to face Shohei, but also apparently Shohei told him that Shohei does not think that he is even the best person on Team Japan. So I don't know if he's being modest,
Yeah.
but if that's the case,
That's another lie. There's so many lies on this show.
there's so many lies.
That's not true. Yes, you are. But what did he say? Sorry, I cut you off. Who does he think it is? Did he mention
He
it?
dent mention. He just said that he doesn't
Yeah.
think that he's the best player on the
See,
team, but he didn't name
mention
any
anyone.
names.
Yeah, that's a lie. I know what lying looks like. Can't fool me.
I know what lying looks like.
Japan, by the way, let's see. I'm trying to pull up the world rankings right now.
I love this comment. While you look for that, I'm gonna say this comment from, I can't read that name from here, but I can read
The Oso Blanco.
The Oso Blanco. Man, this show would be really wild after some rakia.
I also don't know why I said that in an accent. I speak Spanish.
You said that in an American accent.
I wanted everybody to understand what I was saying, I guess.
Oh, I understand you. I'm hitting a 100-day streak on Duolingo today, so
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
That means I've been doing Duolingo for 100 days.
I don't know what that means.
It's an app that teaches you languages. I'm learning Spanish. I cannot believe you don't know.
I'm learning Portuguese, but I use Rosetta Stone. So
You're a man of the classics.
yeah. I'm
Duolingo's
old,
fun. It's like a game. Yeah, you are old.
By the way, I finished my research. Japan is the 4th ranked team in the world right now.
Wow.
Just so everyone knows. There you go, Yair. Take that to the bank.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely put a bunch of money on Japan now.
Go for it.
That's what I do on DraftKings Sportsbook.
Ooh, we should do a little ad read.
Why not? You're in charge.
This show is completely off the rails, so we had a outline and everything.
Well, I'm like looking at the timing of it all, and I'm like, yeah, we like probably need to get to that in a moment. Let's get to it now.
Okay.
Before we get off track again. Guys, do you know what it takes to be a diehard?
At DNVR?
At DNVR.
Yeah, you sign up.
You sign up.
That's right.
It's that easy. But like for something that is so easy, you get so many great benefits.
It's very true.
You are getting 15% off of your tab at the bar. You are getting 20% off of everything at DNVRlocker.com. You are getting 20% off of Broncos tailgates and the Nuggets party bus. 20% off courtside fits.
Courtside fit. Courtside fit.
He's been hypnotized to only say the
Courtside
word
fit?
courtside fit. And that annual membership comes with a free shirt from DNVRlocker.com, not just once, but every year. And they are perfect for a courtside fit.
Courtside fit.
You're also getting extra raffle tickets at all of our watch parties to win free gear. And we've had some crazy prizes. We've had snowboards. That Funslinger snowboard was like so beautiful.
Who got that, by the way?
I saw a girl get it, and she was super excited. I didn't know her, though.
Okay. That is a sick, sick gift.
Yeah.
Not every giveaway is built the same. Some of them are like...
That's why you can't miss a watch party.
No, you just got to come to every single one of them because you never know what's up for grabs. Sometimes we give away like personal items of employees.
What?
Like,
is that where my Shady Rays went?
That's where your Shady Rays went. I tried to give away Adam's car. He vetoed that. But you never know. You never know what's up for
The guy still drove it away, but
yeah, the guy took
had to
it,
go get it.
but Adam was mad at me. So, but you never know what you're gonna win at the DNVR bar.
That's amazing. I will. I'm gonna think of some items to donate.
By donate you mean lose around the office.
That's exactly what I mean.
You and I are built the same that way.
Every time someone finds a pair of sunglasses in this office, in this studio, it's like, is this votes? Is this Susie's? Are these the Shady Rays that we both lost?
My first reputation at this company was the guy who lost his shoes at work, which not a lot of people manage to do. I've done it.
I still don't understand.
Twice.
I don't understand how that happened. But yeah, you can become a diehard by going to the DNVR.com.
I recommend it.
I highly recommend. You know what else I highly recommend?
What's that?
My buddies Backus and Shanker.
Oh.
So when you get hurt, Backus and
Look
Shanker.
At that lower third. Wow.
Oh, yeah, there they are right there. If you're watching us
Fancy.
on YouTube, you can see what Backus and Shanker actually look like. But when you get hurt, Backus and Shanker are here to help. They win for Colorado families, and they're helping those who are seriously injured in Colorado. They have been helping those seriously injured in Colorado for more than 25 years. And even better, even more helpful, especially if you've been through something traumatic like that, you are not paying anything until they win money in your case. There is no upfront fee to speak with them about your case. No fee while they work on it. Nothing unless they win money for you. Backus and Shanker has won over $1 billion with a B, $1 billion for their clients. And now with even more locations serving all of Colorado, including neighborhood offices in Denver, Aurora, Englewood, and Fort Collins. Backus and Shanker has the strength and power to win your case. More than 30 lawyers and so many staff.
I wish I knew about Backus and Shanker when I was in my car accident. I was a wee little lad, naive, lost in this big old world, and I didn't have a 2-man game at my back like Backus and Shanker, you know? And I think if I had, I'd be, I don't know, filthy rich right now. So don't be like me. Get ahead of it.
If you could go back in time.
If I could go back in time, I'd go right to Backus and Shanker, Colorado's 2-man game.
Yes. All right, so Backus and Shanker helps with all kinds of injuries where you weren't at fault. Car accidents, motorcycle, rideshare, pedestrians, trucks, scooters.
I wasn't at fault. That's what I'm getting
I believe
at.
you. I believe you. They can even help you if you're injured at work. So call them at, you know the phone number?
222-2222.
Yes, and find out if you have a case for free, and Backus and Shanker wins. You know where I always win?
DraftKings Sportsbook.
DraftKings Sportsbook.
This is the segue show. Man.
You know what? I think I've really upped my segue game. It's tough sometimes because Patrick is so good at them.
He is good at them, but listen, Susie, practice makes perfect. And as far as I can tell, Patrick doesn't work anymore. He's left you on your own all summer.
Everyone knows Patrick is so lazy.
That's it. Yeah.
And does no work.
I haven't seen him in like a year. So if he wants to be the segue king, get back in here and drop some segues.
He's going to listen to this and hate it so much because he works so hard.
He works really hard.
He gets like 4 hours of sleep a night.
He does. I'm sorry, Patrick. I'm just kidding.
So sorry. Patrick, we love and respect you. Please come home. All right, DraftKings, are you ready for the biggest Sunday in sports?
Oh, I'm so ready.
DraftKings Sportsbook, also ready. They are an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 57, and they have all the Super Bowl action you need. So new customers can bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, all customers can get in on Super Bowl 57 excitement with DraftKings Happy Hour Super Boosts. So check the DraftKings Sportsbook app every day between 4 p.m. Mountain Time and 7 p.m. Mountain Time.
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, but it's too soon for happy hour.
It is.
But you're looking at the app. You've got to pick for us.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking at it.
Okay.
Because I have your DraftKings Sportsbook pick of the week. And Susie, I think you're going to like it.
Ooh, yes.
Right now, you don't have to wait. Right now, you can pull up that Super Bowl tab. You can get up to 100% profit boost on the Super Bowl if you opt in. And here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
The Eagles are favored. But with a profit boost, are you telling me I could get plus money on the best teams in football? Go Birds. Philadelphia Eagles are winning the Super Bowl. I hate myself for saying it. I hate everything about your sports town, but it's happening. Here's your DraftKings Sportsbook pick of the week.
That was very big of you.
Listen, it's your show. I figured I'd throw you a bone.
You got to follow the money, too.
I actually think they are going to win the Super Bowl. Dem Birds. So, listen, I'm all about making you money here on this show. Get that DraftKings Sportsbook profit boost in.
Yes. Vote. Thank you for that
You're very
awesome
welcome.
DraftKings Sportsbook
You're
pick
very
of the
welcome.
week. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code DNVR. New customers can bet $5 on Super Bowl 57 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code DNVR. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. Are you making it rain?
It's my DraftKings Sportsbook money dance.
We got to bring it back to Shohei Ohtani.
Is he playing, by the way? Are we sure he's playing in the World Baseball Classic?
He is. So actually, we found this out yesterday. He will make just one Cactus League start
Okay.
at spring training, and then he will go off to represent Japan in the World Baseball Classic.
That's exciting because I was still hanging on to some antiquated reporting then. That's really cool.
Yeah, that will be cool. And he is just the coolest player in the world.
He actually is.
He is.
And if you're thinking about, well, we want kids to get, we want to raise a younger generation of baseball fans. We want casuals to tap in. Like, he pitches and he hits, and he's maybe the best at one and one of the best at the others. And like, this is it. You're not going to find a cooler story and player and product to market. So I'm really glad he's playing in this event. I hope more people get to see him play because not a lot of people are
Not a lot
Angels
of people
diehards.
want to watch the Angels? Is that what you're
That's
saying?
what I'm getting at,
Yeah.
including big-time baseball fans. So this is really cool, man. There's nothing like him in sports right now. You
No.
know, it's like if Patrick Mahomes played free safety. There's nothing like it. Crazy.
We don't talk about him on the show.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yes, even though he has baseball blood.
Oh, right. I went with the wrong sport. Could have just made a base. Whatever. You get my point.
I get what you're talking about. But yeah, Shohei Ohtani is a dude that, I'm starting to realize we're going to be talking about him for the next year, like we were talking about Aaron Judge for that whole year leading up to him signing a new contract with the Yankees. This year, it's going to be all about Shohei Ohtani.
And it's going to get outrageous.
I think it's going to get wild.
Yeah.
His contract is up at the end of the 2023 season. Here's something interesting, though. He might absolutely blow out of the water everything that he even did last season. So last season, runner-up for MVP, 34 home runs, and a 2.33 ERA. Which, what? That's insane. And, he didn't get MVP because Aaron Judge hit 62 home runs.
Yeah. Which, whatever.
They're all great baseball players.
They're both amazing.
That's
get
the right
me wrong.
answer. Do I think I'm better than Aaron Judge? Yes, I do.
Yeah, of course. I've seen you pitch.
Yeah. Incredible. I'm the next Shohei Ohtani.
That's right. Ohtani, though, is better than you. I'm going to keep it
He
real.
He is. That's why I'm the next him. Because I'm not him.
Right. No, I follow your logic.
Thank you. So Shohei Ohtani was apparently kind of mad that he did not get MVP.
It's probably because he was, also pitching.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. I actually think that's cool. I like when guys want to win MVP in any sport. I think sometimes we do this thing where we're like, well, I just want the guy who wants to win. I'm like, can they maybe want to win both? Some people want to win MVPs and championships. And I like that. Be competitive. He is arguably the most talented player in baseball. He did just do something we've never seen before. So I'm fine if he wants that for himself because he earned it.
Well, he's not winning anything with the Angels.
Right.
They're not.
Yeah, it's not like that's on the horizon.
That's not on the horizon. So, yeah, let him aim for something that he can actually achieve.
And you also have to wonder, look, the Yankees were genuinely a good team that stayed good because Aaron Judge was great for a stretch of the season. So, he had a real argument. But from the Shohei perspective, it's like, okay, well, if I'm playing in New York and not Anaheim, I know it's California, but it's Anaheim. Am I the MVP? I might be feeling that way too. So I get it.
Well, Angels manager Phil Nevin said that because Shohei was so unhappy about not winning MVP, he said, quote, I know he's determined to have an even better year from last year.
That's
is that
terrifying.
Even possible? That is terrifying.
He seems like the great sociopath level of baseball. Just wants to get better, is obsessed with getting better.
We're not accusing Shohei of being a sociopath.
No.
He's monomaniacal. He's very focused on his sport and his craft.
A la Brady, LeBron, the best that they do it. He just seems like a guy who's driven by this. And even his routine as a kid to become the two-way player that he is. It's an obsessive, it's an unhealthy thing. So what I'm saying is society, give him the MVPs before it gets ugly.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, it could seriously get crazy. And if he pulls out an even better season than last season, he could go anywhere he wants to go. He could already go anywhere he wants to go, but if he even just repeats what he did last year, the world is his oyster.
What is your heartbreak list for landing spots for him?
Ooh.
The I can't do this anymore. Dodgers?
Yeah.
Dodgers are number one.
Dodgers are definitely one of the teams that everyone is talking about because they could do it. And he wouldn't have to move,
That's true.
He wouldn't have to move too far, at least.
He could stay in California but actually enjoy it. So, yeah.
Yeah. Mets, I think that's another conversation because we know owner Steve Cohen has bottomless pockets.
That's right.
Unlimited funds.
That would actually be kind of cool. I'm going to keep it real. I'm fine. The Mets are due. As fun as it is to laugh at the Mets, them winning it all or having that caliber of roster is fun. It's fun.
They're doing real interesting stuff.
They're trying.
They're going for it. They're going for it, and I want to be happy for teams that are going for it.
I want to be happy for the Mets fans in my life because they haven't been happy as long as I've known them.
No, I've never met a happy Mets fan.
They're not happy people. One time, I had surgery once, and the guy stitching, it was like a surgery. It was like stitching my eye back up.
Oh, God.
I found out he was a Mets fan. This was right after the Cardinals had eliminated them in the National League Championship Series. And my dad mentioned that we're Cardinals fans. Dude, the guy had a needle in my eye. I'm like, can we wait 10 minutes?
Can we not
you know
do
how
this
Mets
right
fans
now?
get, dude. But still
So
here.
did he mess up your eye?
No, he did his job professionally, which I appreciated.
Which I guess, like, you would get.
Yeah.
You would have
But
your
he-
medical license revoked if you didn't.
If he did spit on me at the end though,
And charged you extra for the
and charged
split.
me twice as much.
That's fantastic.
Sorry.
Logan, no, I'm reading the comments. Logan said, "Please, God, anywhere but the NL West."
Yeah, I mean, yes, agreed.
we agree.
Strong agree.
We agree, but it might happen.
The Dodgers, though, there's take it back to your hometown. I saw probably just some teenager from Philly tweeting, but he said, "I swear to God, if Jokic wins another MVP this year, I'm done watching basketball," which
Oh.
is the funniest thing I've ever read. But here's why I bring that up. If he goes to the Dodgers, I
That's you?
retweet. Like, come on, man. Can we not? How about that?
Yeah. Well, they do need another pitcher now that Trevor Bauer is gone.
Oh, yeah.
I would actually hate for him to go to the Diamondbacks even more than the Dodgers.
You know what? I think I would, just because I'd be like, in what world do the Diamondbacks deserve a Shohei Ohtani?
If that's happening, just sign with the Rockies. You know what I mean? Like, what are we?
like,
Right.
so that's where the headline of the show comes in. Could Shohei Ohtani be a Colorado Rocky? What would it take?
I'm here. Which camera do I get? Yeah, middle?
The middle one. Oh, there we go.
No. Back to you, Susie.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
both. That was some tremendous analysis
Well,
right there.
listen.
And I think it's accurate.
Yeah, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no for, let me see, this long list of reasons here.
Give me a minute. I can set you up for this.
Oh, look at that. No, he won't. Ownership paying, him wanting to do it, him having any good reason to do it. I wish I could say they're there, but they're not.
Yeah, and the other thing, he hits, but he also pitches. And the Rockies would not do his numbers
That's a
any
great point.
good.
That
so I
is a
could
great
not
point.
imagine him wanting, honestly,
He wants his MVP too, as you just said.
maybe he wouldn't even want to play in the NL West because of how frequently you have to play against the Rockies.
True.
I mean, of
Alternatively,
course-
he gets to hit at Coors Field as well. But I do see your point. Like, we're just talking about a guy who wants this MVP. We know statistics are all important, and they'd be hurt by a lot of time pitching here. So that makes sense too. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, he might want to avoid us altogether.
Everyone tweet that at him. Don't sign with the Dodgers. You would have to pitch at Coors Field sometimes, and you'd hate that. You would hate that. Write him some letters. Send in some tweets.
Shohei, this is your message.
From
Do with
us.
it what you will. I'll send
Don't
this
sign
to
with the
I'll
Dodgers.
send this to his people.
Thank you.
Speaking of the Diamondbacks, you have that tweet loaded, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll keep talking. I just wanted to give you a heads up. Yeah.
We'll do it live.
So did you see the D-backs Avnet uniform patch?
No.
It's huge.
I need
It's
your help out here.
intrusive. So MLB, many of the teams are now including ads on their jerseys.
Sick, dude. Late stage capitalism.
Yes.
10 points.
But some of them look awful. So like the Padres have Motorola and it's just, the outline of the Motorola logo. It's just black. So like it's still there, but it's not like so obtrusive. The Red Sox have one that is just like, it's Mass Mutual and it's just a lot of blank space. And then if you can see right there on the screen here at our YouTube channel, that is what the Avnet logo looks like on the Diamondbacks uniform.
Okay. That's
So it's
pretty big.
It looks heavy. And actually, the PHNX D-backs crew did a really funny job. They said, every retweet this gets, we will make the patch bigger.
Even bigger, yeah.
And it ended up taking up the whole stadium.
There it is.
K-Max is here in the studio.
It
She's our
kinda
audience.
looks like
She's
the
showing us
athletic logo from a distance.
Yes. It kind of does. So someone on Reddit posted this photoshopped version where it's just the the diamond, the triangle, whatever you want to
Without the
call the
block.
shape of their logo,
Yeah.
not the block, but just the logo itself stitched into the uniform.
That's much better.
And that looks so much better. But apparently, so this is, of course, on Reddit. So there's no proof to this. But someone on Reddit said, oh, I work for them and they're redesigning the logo. So it maybe will look more like that.
There you go.
The hypothetical. So I
Wow,
hope
that's
that is the
interesting.
case.
When the public reaction to your rebrand is so bad, sometimes it's just easiest to switch your logo.
If you know, you know, folks. That's all we can say.
Sometimes. That's interesting. I hate the patches. I hate the sponsored jersey thing. I mean, whatever. We all know what we're doing as sports fans. We know it's part of it's a business.
Mm-hmm.
It's about lots and lots and lots of money. But I just don't. Last night I had one of these moments of like you bring your head up for air and you kind of realize where you're at. Like just an onslaught of advertisements. That's our whole life is just advertisements just coming in, and it's a little exhausting, and they don't need to be on any uniforms. But they are, and this is a losing battle, so I digress.
We see ads everywhere. There is actually no escape. It's kind of wild.
It's really wild, actually. But like whatever. We also want our teams. We also want our teams to sign the best players and throw all the money around, and this is where the revenue comes from. So, this is the way. This is the way of the world, Susie.
Okay. So this one person is in our comments every single show asking if the Athletics are relocating to Vegas. I don't know. I kind of don't think they still no news. Thanks for your questions.
I really hope they don't, by the way, for so many reasons. I mean, not that like it's.
I personally feel like Las Vegas would like to start fresh with an expansion franchise.
Yeah, I like that.
I think that would be so fun. They don't need to take Oakland's like one thing away.
I know. And I love like baseball is a sport that has room for something like the Athletics. It's an ugly little stadium. Like the jerseys are like maybe you like them, but they're also a little weird. It's a team that like is kind of easy to forget about sometimes. But I like that the sport has room for them and the league has room for them. They're like they give character to Major League Baseball.
We had got the funniest comment. Yes, ads are everywhere. Look down at the coffee table on your set.
Listen,
what ads?
We live in a society, so we live in a society.
Also, we genuinely love our sponsors. First of all, we get to work with Breck Brew and Illegal Pete's. I was there last night eating a quesadilla. It was delicious.
It's very, very smooth segue into an unsolicited ad read. I love Illegal Pete's. I love advertisements. I've always said this, so ad partners keep them coming.
You know what?
Also, you're wrong. I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
You're being advertised. We're not.
Yeah, that's right.
We are going to get into this really incredible segment that Patrick put together. I participated in because he's on vacation, but he's still a team player. But first, we are going to segue into talking about Game Time. Is Game Time going to be how I get my Super Bowl tickets? Because it is the hottest ticketing site that makes it easier than ever to score the best deals on tickets to sports, concerts, shows, Taylor Swift, Super Bowl 57, the Beyonce tour. I got a lot of things coming up this year.
You have a lot to look forward to.
So much to look forward to. But you can get those seats that you've only dreamed of sitting in with Game Time. 50-yard line, courtside.
Ooh,
Say it.
Courtside fit.
Thank you.
Third baseline fit.
Third baseline fit. If you want a third baseline fit, a behind home plate fit, floor seat fit, it is all possible with the Game Time app. The biggest last minute price drops can be found on the seats you never thought you could buy. I use it for Rockies games. I'm going to use it when I go down to spring training. I'm going to try to use it for the Super Bowl. I'm definitely going to use it.
Go Birds.
When I end up I'll go to a couple of Rockies games as a fan. I'll use it then.
As a fan?
As a fan, because I can't get enough Rockies even on my off days.
You're the only person who said that in like a year. So.
Yeah, I'm not well in the head. I don't know why my therapist is graduating me. I'm clearly still very disturbed.
We know. Yahir and I have figured it out.
Yeah, we figured it out.
Yeah.
Like
she's breaking up with
Okay.
you. Yeah, it's
Relax, everyone.
a nice way of like.
But you know what always makes sense? Game Time. So join more than 15 million people who have downloaded the Game Time app and score the best deals to all of your favorite events, and hit the link in our description to save on all those tickets. Green Mountain Dental Group. Look at these teeth.
When's the last time you went to the dentist?
I'm due. I need to be calling Green Mountain Dental Group because they are our friends. So many of our coworkers have gone there for all kinds of stuff. Routine, wisdom teeth removal, just like all of the, anything you have, any issue.
Any of the dentist stuff.
The dentist stuff. They've got you. Yeah, they're our friends. They take care of all of our members. And it helps that the Rockies are, what am I reading right now? The best part, when you schedule a cleaning x-ray exam with them, you are getting you're getting a Sonicare toothbrush.
Free Sonicare toothbrush. It's one of the best deals
Caitlin,
we
is
have.
that true?
It's been true.
Caitlin, is that true?
Green Mountain Dental Group.
She would know.
They're one of our OGs. They're one of the
are.
first we've had, and they're trying to give you free Sonicare toothbrushes so you can take better care of your teeth, and then when you visit them, they can take even better care of your teeth. And it's like a snowball, and your teeth just keep getting better.
Well said. Well said. I don't know why this Green Mountain read has me so twisted, but
We all get flustered sometimes.
we get
Susie.
so flustered.
Here ended the show by accident 10 minutes in.
He
so
just looked again like he did.
This isn't even a top 3 mistake of the show.
I was literally terrified the show ended again because you just said the show ended, and I'm like, wait, what?
Green Mountain Dental Group, thank you for dealing with us through this read. Tell the team at Green Mountain Dental Group that DNVR Sports sent you and get a $300 discount for a full orthodontics treatment.
Wow.
For new patients. And if you
Bam.
mention DNVR Sports, you could get a free set of bleach trays. That's a $350 value. So that's a
Crazy.
really good deal. And the trays last such a long time. Like, they're expensive to get. Getting them for free, that's huge. And also
Nice.
you will have them forever. So that's that.
Go to the dentist, friends. Don't
Yes.
forget.
Green Mountain Dental Group. Yeah. Are we ready for this segment?
Uh-oh.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're not getting a new ballpark here in Colorado, and we're not getting too many upgrades. Dick Monfort, a week and a half ago, did say that the only real updates and upgrades they're going to have is on the suite level. I guess they did one side of the suites and then not the other, so now they're going to get the ones down on the first base side.
I'm going to finish what they started.
Yeah. Have you ever sat in any of those suites before?
I haven't.
haven't.
I have no connections to people who have suites.
We were up there for the Elvis shake tasting.
Oh, right.
last
Yeah,
year,
we were like up in the area.
but not in the actual like suites, the little nooks themselves.
Yeah.
Which are pretty neat. The Twins, we talked about some of the updates that the Guardians are getting for next year. They're getting the party deck, the progressive field party deck.
That's an epic party deck.
But the Twins are getting a new scoreboard. So this is what their previous one looked like. Pretty big. I mean, you can see what the upper deck is, and you're like, that's gigantic. The one they're going to get now, boom, even bigger. Basically, it's very similar to what the situation was at Coors Field, where you kind of had these advertisements, right? You had a square. You got a box of sorts, and instead of having a permanent advertisement,
They would change.
yeah, let's make that into
Yeah.
the scoreboard. So it still takes up the same amount of space, but now it's just gigantic. It's like 76% larger than the one they've been using. I was surprised it was only a $30 million project.
Only $30 million.
I was like,
I feel like buying eggs right now costs me $30 million.
I would think so. Technology is cheaper than eggs.
It truly is. I like that. You know where that'll come in handy? That beautiful widescreen.
When
They're having movie nights.
oh, there you go.
Because Sandlot Day,
That's true.
at Coors Field was so fun.
Oh, that was great. The nice thing about Coors Field is their scoreboard is just above the concourse, so you're not craning your neck. That one at Target Field, you're like in the front row type situation.
Yeah.
Unless you've got like reclining seats, you're going to be kind of far away.
Well, people sit on the field for those games too.
True.
So lay down.
Not during the game. That would be.
Oh yeah, no, not during the game. Like after the game when you watch those, that would be chaos. Wow. Wow.
We'll have to explore that. Like, what would it mean where you get to have just two wild card people running around on the field?
That sounds like something they do in Banana Ball.
That would be. We have to explain that to Tiffany soon. She's asked.
She has no
She wants to
idea.
be tutored.
She would love it.
Apparently, these video boards only last for 10 years.
Really?
I would have
Well, I
thought
guess-
maybe more than that. But,
But when you think about it, how long does your TV last at home?
well, you're asking the wrong person.
You don't have a TV. Patrick
I don't
doesn't have
own
a TV,
television.
folks.
I have not owned one in at least 15 years.
Allie, did you know?
One, Alyssa, the look on Alyssa's face.
Are you surprised?
All right, Alyssa, I'll do one better.
Okay.
One year for Christmas, my parents and my wife's parents both got us flat screen televisions, the exact same one. We got them to return it because we didn't want it.
Wow.
I don't know that we recouped the cash. The cash
cash
exchange,
value?
the cash value on that.
Wow.
I didn't really care. It was
For
like,
a gift to be named later.
nope, yeah. But now, of course, we're just like watching TV on an iPad. So I mean, there's not as much of a difference.
Yeah.
It's just that when the television's there, it's just like it's talking to you. It wants you to turn it on, and the next thing you know, an hour goes by. It doesn't happen quite as much with these smaller screens, if you will.
Yes.
You know.
Patrick is an interesting man, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Thank you very much. 14th year in Target Field's history.
I love
surprised.
Target Field. I went to Target Field in I think like 2008 or 2009, and it was already so ahead of its time. So many Instagram opportunities before Instagram was even a thing.
That's like a real thing. Like there's like photographic spots, right?
All over the place.
I think you told me that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
and
never been there, and
I
that's
was so
always in the top
impressed.
10. I feel like Target Field is always one of those where no matter whose list you're looking at, it's somewhere in the top 10. Like Coors Field.
Yeah.
Coors Field is almost always in the top 10, if not top 5. It's a great ballpark. Comerica Park is getting some changes to its outfield, center
The
field.
dimensions.
The dimensions are moving in 10 feet, 422 feet to 412. This is the second time that they've actually done that. Like when they first built it, because there's the bullpens in the outfield.
Mm-hmm.
That wall was where the true outfield was originally
What
located.
is it? Coors Field out there?
They
Wild.
screwed something up when they did that.
They did not plan correctly.
The wall in right field's going to be lowered to 7 feet, so we could see some more, certain types of home run robbery. That will be entertaining, I think.
Yeah.
Salt Lake. Have you ever been to the ball? Have you ever even been to Utah other than driving through it? We established this last week.
I've never even driven through Utah, even though it borders the
Really?
state. So I've been to almost all of the states. I've been to 45 states. Utah is one of them. I've been to 45 states, and 2 of them are states that border the one that I live in.
Or states you haven't been to.
States I haven't been to. Yes.
Gotcha.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that was confusing.
You got to go to Moab. Moab, we talked about it last week.
No.
That's the spot. It's okay.
There's
It's not bad.
glamping.
Yeah.
Can glamp?
Yeah.
There was a murder
That girl got murdered there.
in Moab?
Yeah.
Oh my God. They should write a book about that. Did she play baseball?
Patrick, this is serious.
Oh, crap, my bad. You're right. That actually was a
Patrick.
little inappropriate. All right, so they're getting a new ballpark, apparently.
You're
in,
too stuck on the true crime of that baseball prison book.
from yesterday. Yeah. So this is Smith Ballpark in Salt Lake City. Look at those views. Very Albuquerque isotopes.
Why does
Esque.
Salt Lake have better mountain views than Coors Field right now? Oh, right, because there's too much built around Coors Field now.
That is true. Yes. These are beautiful Wasatch Mountains in Utah. I've never been to the mountains. I've driven through that area. And I was impressed with Utah. And Moab is really the only other place that I've gone to.
Yeah. No, I need to drive through Utah at some point. I need to go to Utah because, again, I'm so close to getting to all 50 states.
There you go. About 6-hour drive maybe from Denver to Moab.
I could do a 6-hour
It's not
drive.
bad. Yeah, this ballpark was originally built in 1994, according to the mayor of SLC. Is that how you refer to Salt Lake City? SLC?
I guess so.
Yeah. Are you an SLC punk? You
I don't know what that
is.
means.
That's okay.
I have no idea what that means.
But Mayor Aaron Mendenhall said that they're going to be able to spend about, or they have spent $45 million in renovations to this ballpark since '94. And
That's like almost like, I guess not now, but that like feels like half of a new ballpark.
of a new minor league park,
Mm-hmm.
and they've only gotten $4 million in revenue out of it.
Oh.
That seems that doesn't make
Are
sense.
they running a scam?
Well, the mayor's putting that on blast. That doesn't make sense. Well, that's the thing is that a lot of new ballparks, if not all of them really, they don't actually give back to the community as much as people think, like financially. Like it creates jobs, but somehow that doesn't actually translate into like revenue. Like it's good for the community, and I guess it helps the real estate around. But I guess, I don't know, maybe they're taking certain measurements in a silo and they go, okay, but how much is it just bringing in? It's not as much. So
I knew it took a couple of years for Dunkin' Donuts Park to become profitable,
Okay,
but I think they turn a profit
I would think so.
and they pay rent to the city.
Yeah.
So
It's helped that downtown area. The new ballpark's going to be like 15 minutes south in South Jordan. So won't be ready till 2025, but keep your eyes out for that. My eyes were caught by new jerseys from the Everett Aqua Sox of the Northwest League.
I
Have you seen
love the
these?
name Aqua Sox. No, I haven't
Yes.
seen these.
All teal. Look at these bad
Wow.
boys.
Okay, so you're not missing any of these guys.
No. I
They
mean,
look
at
like highlighters. They look like the blue highlighters.
and they got the pants too. Like you can go jersey, okay, but if you go highlighter pant,
And people complained about the green pants on the City Connect uniform. These are aggressive.
yeah, I wouldn't mind a lavender pant. How about that
For the
For the
Aqua Sox
Rockies.
or for the Rockies?
for the Rockies?
Yeah. I mean, no.
You
Too
could,
many.
you could just go all lavender.
Too many. No, that I feel like the Rockies someday will go full lavender for some kind of alt jersey, because
Oh,
that
they
is
will.
just where style is going.
I think so. I think you have to do that.
That would be wonderful.
I'm sure Nike would kind of force that conversation more than the Rockies would force
Mm-hmm.
it. You know what I mean? But I think that would be good. Sell some good merch.
Putting it out there.
The Winston-Salem Dash, they're going to be selling a lot of merch because they are going to have you. Are you sitting down? I can't. I don't have my glasses on.
I am
Are you
sitting down.
You are? Okay. They are going to have 10 different jerseys this season. 10.
Wow.
Is that too many, Susie?
No.
For a minor league team. Big
No.
league team it is, right?
For a big league team, that is obviously way too many. No one would let that happen. But for a minor league team, anything goes.
That is a lot.
So who are they dressing up as throughout
So
the
they
season?
they got one home, they got one away. There's two. They
Classic.
got Salute to, a series of Salute to, Salute to the area, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and the Carolinas. Because I don't believe there's actually a team in minor league baseball in South Carolina now.
Really?
No, Charleston
No.
River Dogs. Yeah,
Yeah,
Charleston.
okay.
They might be the only one. And then they've got specialty theme nights. They've got like 5 of those. One that's just labeled salsa. So I think that's probably
salsa
their,
the food or salsa the dance?
or
It has to be
salsa the
the-
beverage.
It has to be the dance.
Is it salsa or salsa?
salsa?
Seltzer or salsa?
Salsa.
It's a
What?
Seinfeld thing. Okay.
Sorry,
I-
we're young.
That's the Fun Cup. That's probably the Copa de la Diversión
Yeah, okay.
connection there. So it's, I guess they make good salsa down there. They're going to be the Warthogs, which is just some like alternate identity.
Okay.
They got their Marvel Defenders of the Diamond, and they got 2
Right.
surprise ones coming out.
Surprise ones.
And Susie, you're going to break the news on one of them right now. What is the 9th of 10 special edition Winston-Salem jersey for the 2023 season? I know you've got a lot of inroads down in the minor leagues, particularly in the North Carolina area. So go ahead and tell folks down in Winston-Salem what they can expect this year for the 9th specialty jersey.
The Winston-Salem Hunters, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
No?
No, I mean, you're right. You're the one telling people. The Hunters. And the theme is clearly
The theme is archery. There's going to
Yes.
be arrows on fire, and we're gonna shoot them at opposing players.
they're basically just going to try to do the Savannah Bananas. They're just going to steal all that gimmick. The Hunters, look for that one out there. We talked last week about sponsorship decals, and I'd referenced something, but we hadn't actually talked about it on the show. There's an article about the Phillies talking about some of the transactions that they had made and how that's going to help them with getting money for their new sponsorship patch. Like
How
bringing
so?
in, well, you're bringing in marquee names. Trey
Oh.
Turner, Bryce Harper, obviously is a big one. He's already there. But you bring in some of these marquee names, now the brands are going to be attached to them. So when I read that, it did make me think, was that partially what the Rockies were doing in signing Chris Bryant?
They wanted a marquee player to slap an ad on.
Well, we knew they definitely wanted a marquee player.
Yeah.
And they wanted to slap an ad on somebody. But I think, you maybe look at who was going to be available this offseason, and they go, or we could even wait until next offseason because there's no guarantee that they're going to come to agreement on a patch for an advertiser this year. And Blue Jays were that team who said that they're waiting on the market a bit for this new concept. So the Blue Jays might wait. So I think they might have looked at the free agents over the 3 years and said, Chris Bryant checks off enough of the boxes for us, so let's go after him. He's a little bit of flexible, position-wise, so I think he might even play a little bit of right field, according to Dick Monfort. So he can play some first base. I don't know if we'll see him ever again at third base, but he's flexible. And again, he's a marquee name that you can, to use your words, slap an ad on.
Slap an ad on him.
Slap that ad on him. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
But it's true. So it did make me think that and reflect on that. Like, oh, okay, that very well could be part of the strategy behind that if you're trying to get as much money as possible from these advertising patches this year or next.
That is a good point. Because, yeah, even though the Rockies window is not open right now,
Right.
Rockies still want to get that revenue. They don't want to miss out on that.
They want the bag.
Get them the bag.
They do.
Get them the bag.
Speaking of getting people the bag. Yeah.
What's that?
That would be the same.
That was the toss. I was like, I remember filming this one and Patrick having a very weird toss
back to us.
Speaking of getting the bag.
Getting all these bags.
I've got a bag of questions for you. A little would you rather.
Segue.
I did it.
You
I
did
did it.
You did it.
Would you rather have to live in Boston for the rest of your life
Nope.
or in Philly for the rest of your life?
Good question. Philly. My resentment of Philly sports is more rivalry based than resentment based. So Giants, Eagles,
Of course.
Nuggets, Jokic, Embiid, 76ers. So, and then like in Jersey, there are a lot of people that are just like somehow Philadelphia sports fans. And you're like,
Yeah.
no, but you live in this one.
The in between.
I know, because you're not New York or Jersey or PA. But
Yeah.
I think Boston I hate with every fiber of my being.
All right. Good answer.
So that one.
All right. I was curious to see where you'd go with that one.
It gets colder too. Boston gets colder.
It gets so cold.
So cold. No offense to everyone that likes Boston. I just think you're wrong.
Well, I lived in Boston.
I know.
I want y'all to be offended.
Yeah.
I lived in Boston for a bit,
Cold.
and it's really cold. I went back to visit, and I was like, "How did I live here? Like it's so cold here." And then I took like one sip of my beer, and I was like, "Oh, this is how I did it."
That's right. You
I was
drink.
in my early 20s, and I was drunk the whole time.
That's it.
That's how I did it. Would you rather vote? Would you rather be a rascal or a silly goose?
I think I'd rather be a silly goose. I think I'm more of a rascal,
You are a rascal.
to be honest with myself, but I'd prefer to give silly goose.
It's giving silly goose.
It's giving silly goose.
Would you rather watch a no-hitter or watch an absolute slugfest?
I would rather watch the slugfest, but tell people that I was at a no-hitter. So no-hitter. Like no-hitter is genuinely interesting to me, and I love watching the pitchers' duels. I think if I'm live, drinking some $13 beers, I probably want to see some home runs.
Yeah,
Is that fair?
that's fair. That's fair.
If I'd never seen a no-hitter live, I would say give me the no-hitter.
Have you seen a
I
no-hitter
have
live?
seen a no-hitter live. So because of this, I would say home runs.
All right. Would you rather your team never wins a World Series, but they're in the playoffs every year? Or
What do you mean? I'm a Cardinals fan. That's what the last just kidding.
so would you rather have the current situation you're in, or they win a World Series, but they are below 500 for the rest of your life? And since this is really happening to you,
I know.
this should be easy.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna say the first one. I can't do the rest of my life of not enjoying my favorite team.
So you want to at least have the hope and then not
Yes.
get the prize.
I think so. Yeah. Again, to like I've seen a few championships, so
I'm Brendan Vogt.
I know-
I like a good baseball
I've seen.
team.
I know. I like. My dad told me to like a team when I was a baby, and that's that. But it's worked out for me.
We're blaming your dad for all of this. One more. Would you rather, let's say there's a movie about your life. Would you rather be played by Danny Trejo or Danny DeVito?
Danny DeVito.
Yeah. What about you?
That one's a tough one, man, because I'm a Danny Trejo fan, but DeVito's acting skills, mwah, they're just out of this world. The way he played that Eminem in that Super Bowl commercial, we'll never get over it. So probably Danny DeVito.
The M&Ms are in a terrible state right now, though. They fired the green one.
They did. No, Danny DeVito, I would probably just swap places with him full stop. So I think I want him to play me.
I like that. You were a good sport today. Thank you.
You were
We can't high five because everyone knows that I don't know how.
good hosting.
Guys, this has been super fun. You can't leave yet. Listen, follow.
Are we done?
The show's still going on.
Okay.
Follow all of the latest Rockies news at DNVR_Rockies. Where can we follow you, Brendan Vogt?
I'm at Brendan Vogt. How about that on Twitter?
Yeah. Do you know your Twitter handle yet? Where can we follow you?
I still don't know it, man. Just follow
Just don't follow
DNVR _ Rapids. That's the one I care about
Good
more.
plug. Good
Okay,
plug.
good. Future owner of the Rapids over here. Follow him.
That's my ambition for sure.
Yes. You can follow me at the Susie Hunter on all platforms. We are going to continue at this 11 o'clock time spot for the rest of the week. We've AJ co-hosting tomorrow.
Oh man, that's going to be a very different show. Are you excited to actually talk baseball tomorrow?
Yeah, I actually am.
That should be fun.
He's like low-key a baseball guy, not just a hockey guy.
He's in every sport.
He knows
guy.
everything.
He's an every sport guy.
He is
full
an
stop.
every sport guy.
Shout out, AJ.
He's a draft guy too. So like anything with any draft, any sport, he'll catch
What
you.
a weird thing to be, a draft guy.
Susie, before you leave, can you flash your? Can you show your shoes? I think they're really cool.
Oh, thank you. These things.
Yeah.
So these are barefoot shoes. So they're very flexible and they have a very wide toe box.
I need those too.
Here they are.
I'm a wide. They're really cool. Just wanted to get that out of the way.
Thank you. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah, I'm all about foot health. Don't tell the feet guys.
Yeah. It's
I didn't want to talk about the feet guys on the show, but you made me show my foot on
Sorry, on the internet. Yeah.
which is-
It's covered. It's
didn't
like
think
wearing
that through.
clothes.
It's yes. Anyway, we're gonna end the show. Follow all of the latest Rockies news at DNVR _ Rockies. That is all I have to say. And Vote, do you know what they say about me closing a show?
That it could go anywhere.
It could go anywhere because I don't know how to do it.
There you go.
So we will talk to you again tomorrow at 11 a.m.